Hi, I'm Maggie McDaniel from the Plainfield Library, and welcome to Maggie McDaniel's Reader's Advisory. Today and next month, I'm going to be talking about a couple of books that celebrate technology, great feats of design and engineering. The first one takes place, I don't know, sometime in hopefully the near future. Maybe for some of you younger people listening, it might be within your lifetimes. And it's about, well, you know what? When I was a kid, I watched this really cheesy movie called Robinson Crusoe on Mars. And I don't remember anything about it except how far-fetched it was. Now that I'm much older, it's not so far-fetched. And this is sort of a novel about a Robinson Crusoe on Mars. Next month, we're going to be talking about a nonfiction book that took place in the 19th century. And it's another great feat of engineering, the building of the Brooklyn Bridge. But for today, The Martian by Andy Weir. Andy Weir describes himself as a space nerd. He was hired as a programmer for a major company when he was only 15 years old, and he still works as a software engineer. He's very interested in space, interested in science, interested in technology. And he self-published this book, and then it became a word-of-mouth sensation and has now showed up on many best-of lists for the year 2014. It's about a young astronaut whose name is Mark Watney, and he and his team have just landed on Mars. And their job is to explore, the typical astronaut job. But while they're in their rover, there is a terrible dust storm. And they're on their way back to it's called their MAV, Mars Ascent Vehicle. They're on their way back there, but then Mark is injured. His co-astronauts are afraid that he's dead, and they have really no time to go back and rescue him, although they would like to. And so they go to their ascent vehicle, and they blast off and return to their ship and leave him abandoned on Mars. But he's not dead, and he's not even that seriously injured. How is he ever going to survive? There are certain things that Mark needs. He needs oxygen, water, food, a radiation shield, and the ability to communicate with people on Earth, and so that there might be a possibility of his being rescued. It's amazing all of the things that he comes up with. He's been trained as a biologist, and so finding food and water for himself are the easiest things. But each step of the way, his ingenuity and creativity is just dazzling. What a fun book. And then he needs to make his way to an area called Schiaparelli, which is quite a distance from where he is, where there is another Mars ascent vehicle that he could take if they were to send him a rescue ship. So what is going to happen to Mark? Does he ever get back? The book is written in the format of log entries, incredibly exciting. You just can't wait to see what happens. He's a likable and engaging young man, very creative, willing to try anything. He makes lots of mistakes, but he learns from them. What a fun book, and very plausible. I mean, this could happen. Robinson Crusoe on Mars, it's The Martian by Andy Weir.